Hi children. So today we are going to revise our fourth chapter, solids, liquids and gases. Hope you all revised both the lessons what we have revised earlier, that is growing plants and health. Okay, so in this chapter, solids, liquids and gases, first you have to study the properties of these three matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. In that we have studied in solids the particles are closely packed or tightly packed, and you have to study examples for solids. Then you have to study about the shape of the solids. What is the shape of the solid? Solids have a fixed shape. Then coming to the liquids, in liquids the particles are loosely packed. So the liquids do not have any fixed shape. They take the shape of the container. And about the flowing capacity, the liquids can flow. Then coming to the gases, here in gases the particles are very loosely packed, so they do not have any shape at all and they can flow very easily because of the arrangement of the particles. Now children, you have to study the examples for solids, liquids and gases, and also the properties of solid, liquid and gas. That is the important part in this page. Okay, that is page number 48. All you have studied. Then study the definition for matter. Any substance that has mass and occupies space is called matter. So what is matter? Any substance. Any substance that has mass and occupies space is called matter. Then study the diagram of solid, liquid and gas. Sometimes it may be asked, okay, for identification or some other ways. Okay. The next is change of state of matter. In that you have studied four types of processes: evaporation, condensation, melting and solidification. So what is evaporation? Change of liquid into gas, that is water into steam, that is on heating. That's only. You have studied from 3rd standard onwards, you are studying this. Evaporation, condensation, melting, solidification, everything. Then condensation, change of water vapor into water or gas into liquid, that is on cooling. Then next, melting, change of solid into liquid, that means ice into water, that is on heating. Then next, solidification, change of liquid into solid or water into ice. So this is happening by cooling. This happens on cooling. Okay. Next, so that is about the change of state of matter. So we have studied about the particle arrangement in solid, liquid and gas. And next, the change of state of matter. That is from solid to liquid, liquid to solid, or liquid to gas, gas to liquid, etc. Next is solutions. In that solution you have studied solvent, solute, solution. So children, what you have to learn is, no need to study the definition for solute, solvent or solution. You have to know in a solution which is the solvent, which is the solute and which is the solution. That you have to understand. Okay. So in a sugar solution, which is the sugar? Sugar is the solute, water is the solvent. So which liquid makes the solid to dissolve? That liquid is known as the solvent. So just keep it in mind that. Okay. So in which solution the solid gets dissolved, that liquid is known as the solvent. Okay. So water is the solvent there, sugar is the solute there, and sugar water is the solution. Same way in sugar, salty water. Which is the solute? Salt. Water is the solvent. Salty water is the solution. Okay. So that is about the solutions. Then next, different types of solutions. In that you have to study examples only. Okay, solid dissolved in liquids. Example, you have to study salt solution, sugar solution. Then liquid dissolved in liquid. In that you can write milk in water, lemon juice and water, etc. Then gas dissolved in liquid. In that you can write any examples for carbonated drinks also you can write. Okay, any names of the carbonated drinks also you can write. Then gas dissolved in gas. Gas dissolved in gas, example is air. Many gases are mixed together in air. So that is example for gas dissolved in gas. Now, next topic is very important, miscible and immiscible liquids. In that you have to study the differentiation between difference between miscible and immiscible liquids. What is miscible liquids? When two liquids mix together such that they dissolve completely, then they are known as miscible liquids. Okay, രണ്ട് ലിക്വിഡ്സ് കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ആയിട്ട് അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും ഡിസോൾവ് ആയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ then it is known as miscible liquids. Then just opposite to that, immiscible liquids. What are immiscible liquids? When two liquids are mixed together such that they do not dissolve completely, they are known as immiscible liquids. And children, whenever you write the differentiation between two processes or two things, you should write examples for both. That is the importance in that. Whenever you are differentiating some things, you have to differentiate it by writing the examples too. Okay, so here miscible liquids you can write milk in water, lemon juice and water, etc. When you come to immiscible liquids, you can write oil mixed in water. Oil does not get dissolved in water, so that is a good example. Or kerosene. Kerosene means mannenna. Okay, kerosene mixed in water. Okay, or petrol in water. What are examples you can write? Mainly oily liquids will be not dissolving in the water. So that is about the miscible and immiscible liquids. Next, changes around us. So in that, here also you have to study the differentiation. Physical difference between physical change and chemical change. Now, what is a physical change? ഇത് പഠിക്കുന്ന എങ്ങനെയെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ഡിഫറൻഷിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് തന്നെ പഠിക്കുക. Physical change is a reversible change. That means it can be reversed. Then in chemical change, it is a irreversible change, just opposite to physical change, irreversible change. Then in physical change, no new product is formed, but in chemical change, a new product is formed. Okay. Then in physical change, it is a temporary change because it is reversible, right? Then in chemical change, it is a permanent change. That means it does not come back to its original shape or chemical composition. Okay, so that is about the differentiation between physical change and chemical change. And always remember to write the examples when you are asked to differentiate two things. Okay, and here you have to study all the examples given in the textbook and just identify if a given example, that means if you are given an example, you should identify whether the example or the change is physical or chemical. അങ്ങനെ പഠിക്കുക. ഒരു എക്സാമ്പിൾ ടീച്ചർ തന്നിട്ട് അത് ഫിസിക്കൽ ആണോ കെമിക്കൽ ആണോ എന്ന് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ടോ എന്ന് നോക്കുക. ഓക്കെ, നെക്സ്റ്റ് expansion and contraction, the last topic. It is very, very easy. Expansion and contraction. Only a small sentence is there. The increase in the size of matter on heating is called expansion. Then contraction means the decrease in the size of matter on cooling is called contraction. അത്ര മാത്രമേ അതിൽ പഠിക്കാനുള്ളൂ. പിന്നെ ഹീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ എന്താ ഉണ്ടാവുക, കൂളാവുമ്പോൾ എന്താ ഉണ്ടാവുക എന്നുള്ളത് മാത്രം നിങ്ങൾ ജസ്റ്റ് അറിഞ്ഞിരുന്നാൽ മതി. ഓക്കെ, എക്സ്പാൻഷൻ ഒക്കേഴ്സ് ഓൺലി ഓൺ ഹീറ്റിംഗ്, കോൺട്രാക്ഷൻ ഒക്കേഴ്സ് ഓൺലി ഓൺ cooling. That is the difference. So if you are asked how the expansion we can proceed in our daily life എന്നുള്ളത് പറയുകയാണ് വെച്ചാൽ നമ്മളന്നൊരു എക്സാമ്പിൾ പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ ടൈറ്റ് ലിഡ് if we are not able to open a lid of a bottle we are just dipping the lid of the bottle in a warm water, then what happens, the lid will expands on heating and it will be very easy to remove that lid of the bottle. So that is about this chapter, children. So first of all study the particle arrangement in solid, liquid and gas, then different types of processes അത് എന്താണെന്ന് അറിഞ്ഞിരിക്കണം. Everything you have studied, only recalling is enough. Okay, then solution, in solution what is solute, what is solvent, what is solution. Okay, then examples for solid, dissolved in liquid, liquid in liquid, gas in liquid, gas in gas. Then miscible and immiscible liquids differentiation with example. Okay, then physical change and chemical change differentiation with examples. You have to identify the type of change in a given example. Then differentiating expansion and contraction. So that is about this chapter, solid, liquid and gas. So children, only 3 lessons are there. Study well. Try to score full marks in science. Okay, not only in science, all other subjects you have to study well. Especially this textbook is very important. Okay, textbook and both notebook also you have to study. And children, don't make any spelling mistakes, because for spelling mistake also I have to reduce marks. Okay, so that is the rule in our school. So children, write and study question answers and mainly the spellings of some important terms and all. Okay, you have to study the spelling properly. Okay, so children, study well. All the best for your exam. Write properly. Okay, thank you.